June 27th, 2022. Sorry, I just hear the recording in progress going. So are we good to go on the technical end?
I think so.
Yes, we are.
Perfect. I will do a roll call to see who's here to make sure we got a quorum. Christy? Bill?
Here.
Richard?
Here.
Heidi?
Here.
Ricardo?
Here.
Crystal?
Here.
Awesome. See you there. And Chair's here. So we have a quorum. So with that, I don't know, do you want to present just a little bit, Linda?
I think
Okay,
yeah.
Perfect.
I think I'll, did it go to the right screen?
Yes.
Okay, good, because it just messed me up. So, okay. Negotiations went really well with the classified group. Ginger and I did them, and in 6 weeks we were through every article and finished it. And we're all very happy that it's a 3-year contract, their side and us. So this will go through June of 2025, which is the first time in many, many years we've had a 3-year contract without any openers on salaries or insurance. This is more than what we are giving them, is more than what we budgeted. They started at 8% and 4 and 4. So, or no, sorry, 8%, 6 and 6. And so you can,
Sorry.
We did market adjustments with comparison districts, and they had come in with some other bigger districts, and we said, you know, we just can't compete with that. We'll keep a couple of the big ones in, like Canby and Woodburn, but we can't have the majority of the districts we're comparing to be large size districts. And they were good with that once they finally saw it. The market adjustments go anywhere from 10 cents or moving to a different level. The highest is $2.13, which is for our homeschool consultant. We have one of those. So I don't know if any of you had a chance to review this, but the main points are that we gave a 5% COLA for 22-23, and then a 3.5% COLA for the next 2 years. We did add stipends. They had wanted this to be an hourly wage, and we thought it was better to add a stipend for bilingual secretaries and bilingual instructional assistants, but there will be a skills test that they will have to take in order to get that stipend, and it's only if they want to. On the team was an IA who said, you know, I can speak the language, but I don't want the stipend because I don't want to be responsible to be here for conferences and nightly things and stuff like that. So it will be a choice for some positions. The secretaries, it will not be a choice. So we went with a stipend. You can see $1,500 and $750. And then the rest of this is just bits and pieces of things that needed to be fixed up. We used to have in the contract that if you came in with experience, whether it be with another public school or whether it be for any other business, we wouldn't place you any higher than step 4 or 5 on the salary schedule. And we have gone away with that, citing the wage equity law that went into place a few years back, thinking if you have the experience, everyone should get to be placed as high as the salary or the wage schedule goes. So that was an agreeable thing on both sides. We were both happy to change that. The insurance caps mirror what we have on the table for the licensed, from $1,270 to $1,370, although license started at $1,240 because they were still negotiating for 21-22, and then up to $1,450 and then $1,520 the final year of the contract, with again mirroring the medical opt-outs or the medical and vision dental opt-out, moving that from $250 to $300 and $300 to $350. We've added Juneteenth in as a paid holiday for those that are contracted during that, whenever that falls. So our secretaries, our custodial staff, our maintenance staff would always fall into that, but not the majority of the employees will fall under that. The rest of it is just bits and pieces of things that we were willing to change, and they were willing to change. We had a lot of housekeeping where we changed he, she to they or them or their. So we did that many times throughout the language, trying to clean that up. Paid leaves was a topic we talked about several times. We moved the paid leave. Right now, for this year, the contract said that you can only have one paid personal leave that could tie into a holiday or another extend spring break or something like that. We have said we'll go with 2 out of their 3 that can be that way. We realized that there could be a problem with substitutes, but we've dealt with that for so long that we thought we even took that language out. It used to say only if there were subs available, and that language has gone away. We had a lot of discussion on sick leave, and then also on the sick leave bank down further. And I think we came to an agreeable an agreement that we both are happy with. Nothing real big there. I think that's about it. The sick leave bank, we used to say you had to donate 2 days. We had used language several years ago when we put this in from another school district, and didn't realize that, you know, for all our small district and people with small young children, they don't want to give 2 days of their sick leave. They use it up during the year when they have small children. So we allow them to put in 4 hours at the least, but up to 5 days. So somebody that's retiring and or moving on that wants to give to the bank can. It's done once a year, unless they're a new employee, then they can give right away. So all in all, it really turned out to be a very nice talk. We did, I think we did all but one in person, didn't we, Ginger? And there were several articles, as you can see at the end, that we did not change anything in. So we recommend that the board approve this. Mm-hmm. They ratified, they voted Friday, and they let us know early this morning that it was ratified.
I see that Richard has a question.
Sure. First, just wanted to say thanks for all the work on this. Nice job. Had a couple of questions. I guess the first one was around the COLA, and if you could remind me kind of what our kind of starting positions were and what theirs was on the COLA.
They started with 8, 6, and 6, and we started with 333. Mm-hmm. 333.
Okay, super.
We ended with 5, 3.5, 3.5.
Okay, and the longevity provision. Just curious how that compares, if you know, with kind of our peer districts.
Oh, we have the best one around, Richard.
Okay.
Just the very best. So this has been in place since I came here 20 some years ago. If you've been with the district so many years and it's changed from 5 to 4 back to 5, it's been X number of years, and you're at the top of the salary schedule, have finished 1 year at the top of the salary schedule, then you take your hourly wage and add 1.5% to that, plus whatever COLA is given. And that's been going on for forever. Many of the school districts around have, if you've been with us from 10 to 15 years, you get a stipend of $500 every year for those 5 years. You don't get an increase of 1.5% all over and over and over again. Ours goes to infinity. So you can work here 40 years and be making pretty good money.
Yeah, seems like that's a pretty good incentive.
And, you know, obviously they are very happy with it and have no desire to change it.
Okay, yeah, that interestingly didn't come up in any of the public comments we heard from represented employees. So I was just curious.
Isn't that interesting? Well, I do have to say that when we did our comparisons to other districts, they really only wanted to look at the first step. They did not care about the last, because I drilled it into them last year that you can't go by what their last step is. They may take 12 years to get there. And if you take ours out 12 years with the longevity, you're going to make a whole lot more than what they're showing. And I think they realized that they better not compare there, because they won't gain much.
Yes. And then the last question was on the wage equity provision. Is that, I mean, I'm assuming that that's bounded by experience, but I just wanted to like.
Yes, it is by experience.
Okay. Super. Thank you.
So like pay for like job for, you know, just like if a teacher comes in with 3 years of experience at a master's, that's where they're going to be placed no matter who they are or if they've been with the district or not.
Okay.
Where we have not allowed them to go as high as the top step of the salary schedule. In many instances, a couple of times we've done some MOUs to get there, but now it's just there. And we will, we didn't want to put it in contract language, but both sides agreed that we will go back to January 1st. And any new classified employee that may fit that realm, we will move them up to step 7 for the remainder, well, for next year.
Okay, super. Yeah, thank you, Linda.
Actually, I want to correct that we will move them up to step 7 for this year and make an adjustment to their wage. And then they will start with longevity. They will not start with longevity because they have to be here 4 years, but they will at least be up at the higher end of the wage schedule.
Any other questions of staff before we put a motion on the table? Not hearing any, I would entertain a motion then.
I'll move that we approve the contract, if that's the appropriate language, let's see, correct that if I can. That we approve the full contract for OSEA Chapter 116 for the period of 2022 to 2025.
This is Crystal, and I'll second.
Have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion on that? Hearing none, I'll move to a vote. Please vote in the affirmative to accept that contract in front of us. Bill?
Aye.
Richard?
Aye.
Heidi?
Aye.
Ricardo?
Aye.
Crystal?
Aye.
And chair votes for. So that motion carries. And we have a contract approval on that.
Thank you, everyone. We can start payroll exactly right for them, July 20th. We're happy.
Good. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah, and if there's nothing before us, I guess we will gavel down. Do you have anything more, Ginger?
No.
Awesome. Then I appreciate everybody being here, and want to thank our staff for agreeing with that contract and our classified staff, and we appreciate all of their hard work. So with that, I will adjourn us down, and everybody enjoy their summer weeks, and hope to see as many of you as possible at the OSBA convention. So
That's good. Thank you.
Good night, everybody.